It stretches across the whole of southern Portugal. The winters are warm, the summers radiant. Long sandy beaches, beautiful coves, and sardines for dinner. Hello, I'm Don McGowan. Welcome to the Algarve. It is that part of Portugal most visited by the sun. Since the 1970s, the Algarve has become one of Europe's most popular sea and sun destinations. The Romans and Phoenicians who came this way had more room on the beach, of course. Amid the white houses and lovely bays, you will find your own favorite romantic spot, here where the Atlantic meets Europe. I began my Algarve holiday on windswept Cape Vincent, the most southwesterly point of continental Europe. The ocean views from an old lighthouse are dramatic, the walks around the Cape exhilarating. This was a sacred place to the Romans. They believed the sun sank into the sea just beyond here every night. The Cape was the backdrop to British naval victories against the French and the Spanish. You can hike to Cape St. Vincent from the town of Sagres, just 6 kilometers away. In 1415, the Portuguese set sail on epic voyages. They were the first to discover sea routes to India, Brazil, China, and Japan. And this windy cape at Sagres played an important part in that period of maritime history. The first school of navigation was established here on what ancient geographers called the western side of the world. Sagres has an eventful sailing history. From this port, Henry the Navigator prepared future Portuguese explorers to chart the unknown seas beyond their shore. Pride of ownership. A lively fishing port, Sagres has a colorful collection of boats, all it seems in showroom condition. Before you head for any one of the 5 local beaches, spend some time exploring the delightful harbor area. You might be handed a paintbrush. If there is one seaside town that has survived the flood of tourists, it is Lagos, an elegant resort that has not lost its charm. It's a fishing port, a marketplace, and very close to some of the best beaches along the Algarve coast. They come here year-round for the sun and fun on the beaches close to Lagos. One beach extends for 4 kilometers. A large number of beaches on the Algarve coast have lifeguards on duty. Some do not, so make that safety check before hitting the surf. Lunch cliffside, overlooking the beach. Founded by the Phoenicians, Lagos is one of the oldest towns in the Algarve. It became an important trading post when the Moors took over. Locals like to point out that despite receiving thousands of visitors each year, their town has remained an elegant resort, very conscious of its long, rich history. Beach holidays, of course, include shopping. Prices here can be 20% less than in Lisbon. Check out the leather goods, embroidery, and porcelain. The local tourist office can arrange a walking tour of the town's walls and old quarter. There are restaurants and cafes on every street, it seems. Lagos has excellent seafood restaurants, including sushi, naturally, given the freshness of the catch. The town has more than its share of bars, many owned by expatriates. Don't be surprised if you are greeted by a bartender with an Irish accent. Bars remain open until 2 a.m. Lagos is packed with tourists in the summer. If you don't have a hotel reservation, your only choice of accommodation will be a room in a private home. The tourist office will help you find a bed and breakfast. Lagos, fine beaches, a lively town, and more than a touch of history. Praia de la Rocha, the Rock Beach. It is one of the most beautiful on the coast and made famous by a group of English writers who settled here between 1930 and 1950. The sea must have been an inspiration. The gang's legacy? Well, this place has more bars per kilometer than any other town in the country. Cocktails notwithstanding, it is the beach that attracts visitors, one of the most attractive on the Algarve coast. The beach is very wide, running from the sea to rugged cliffs. Praia de Rocha has an exceptionally high number of sunny days, which makes this a popular destination in the winter. The judges gave this beachcomber 5.9. The village of Praia de Rocha has grown into one of the largest seaside resorts in the Algarve. One of the first areas to be developed, the town has an upscale reputation with excellent high and low-rise hotels and discos. There is a casino and sports complex. Finding accommodation should not be a problem. Among the large hotels are small B&Bs, and part-time residents often rent their condos. There are plenty of restaurants just a few steps from your hotel, pool, and beach. Albufeira. It is the most famous seaside resort in the Algarve. Once a hillside fishing village, it now catches more tourists than sardines. The old whitewashed homes compete with brand new condos, but there is still a Moorish feel to the place. And the people watching really tops. With its narrow streets, alleys, nooks and crannies, Albufeira is best explored on foot. They still fish here, of course, but this town is driven by tourism and leisure. The town is very popular with young families from Britain. Among destinations in the Algarve, Albufeira is a must-see on every package tour. This is a very pleasant resort, and the excellent beaches nearby offer an escape from the crowds in town. The real charm of Albufeira is in its old whitewashed houses and cobblestone streets. At the top of steep winding alleys, there are terrific views of this former cliff-top fishing village. Sparkling new hotels and condos now dominate the town's hillsides. And this is why they come to the Algarve. The blue sky and sea, soft golden sand. Albufeira, first and foremost, is famous for its beaches. This is the town beach, reached through a tunnel at the end of the main street. With its distinctive rocks, this beach is very crowded in the summer. There are less crowded beaches on either side of the town. For the less passive beachcomber, the coast of Albufeira offers all water sports: sailing, water skiing, windsurfing, and scuba diving. Another great spot in Portugal's Algarve region. Although it has the ruins of a Roman city, Vilamoura's ancient history kind of plays second fiddle to modern tourism. This is an ever-expanding resort town with a huge marina that can accommodate 1,000 yachts. Now then, where did I leave mine? Ah. Yes, there it is, at the bottom of your screen. Vilamoura is a smart contemporary resort where many visitors arrive in their boats to play golf on 3 courses, in the casino, and by the pool. For many, this is a one-stop holiday destination. Modern hotels dot the huge complex. What, another beach? Of course, this is the Algarve, and this enormous stretch of sand is very impressive.
Vilamura is a 5-star resort with excellent golf packages that are becoming popular with North Americans. From your modern hotel to the first tee in 5 minutes. There are 50 golf courses in Portugal. With a blue sky and the sea as a backdrop, the Algarve has 18 superb courses where you can play almost every day of the year. With Portugal's variety of landscape and gentle sunshine, the Algarve region is a golfer's paradise. This is Valle do Lobo, a striking 36-hole layout, 3 times the size of the Principality of Monaco. The 2 courses are called Ocean and Royal. This is the famous par 3 16th hole on the Royal course, 200 yards. It has one huge water hazard called the Atlantic Ocean, and the beach down there is a big trap. Have to carry 2 cliffs, so about 200 yards from the backs. And it's in the trap, just in front of the green. No lost ball. Love Portugal. Valle do Lobo was the first development in the Algarve. The 2 courses take golfers along fairways lined with umbrella pine and fig trees. On most holes, you can see, hear, or smell the ocean. Often you are playing down to the edge of a cliff and alongside the beach. I can handle such pleasing distractions. Valle do Lobo is a combination of links and inland golf for players of all levels.